All right, we didn't film the first one because Tommy's big head was in the way. Hey, welcome to the Out Rod Garage. This is the first day that Tommy and I get to work together full force. Even now, I'm gonna go dig some weeds in the backyard and ditch out on it. Hey, but we want to welcome you guys to the Out Rod Garage. Today we are working on the Land Rover. We're starting the LS swap on that. We do have the 69 C10 coming up that we haven't told you guys about, and we're going to be finishing up that 55 gasser. We got a lot of things going on. We appreciate you guys coming out, checking out the silly things that we do. To start with, on this Land Rover, it has a little 4-cylinder turbo diesel engine in it. Did you just see that spit flying? I hope you saw it on camera. Piece of junk, no good for nothing. We're doing an LS swap, but the beautiful thing about this truck is two things. Number one, when we took the hood off of it, there were no bolts at all. It literally rotated to a certain point, lifted off, and we walked away with it. So the Brits have got one up on us there. In addition to that, this entire front core support unbolts and walks away. We're not worried about damaging paint because we're not going to be anywhere near paint. So we're going to get all of that done for you today. The hood's already gone. We should have filmed it, but oh well, we didn't. We're going to tear this all apart, get the front end off. We're going to disconnect the engine and tranny, and it's coming out today.
All right, guys. Already off to making a huge mess. There's no petcock on the radiator now, so I had to take it off the old water pump and made a mess, of course. All right, guys. Got the cooling out. Next, let's get this guy off the old reservoir. Actually, no, we're gonna leave that connected. There she is. There's this apparatus there. Can reside right there for now. It's got a neat little temperature sensor that goes in here. I'm gonna take that off first, and that way you guys can see it. Here's the sensor. I imagine it looks like it probably runs the fan, which is kind of a clever thing to do. But we're going to go ahead and take it off here. So we'll leave that on. We'll take this off. Let's take this sensor out, that way it doesn't get damaged at all. Okay. And so now, let's go ahead and do this. That can stay with the truck. Always remember, try to twist hoses if you can. Alright, so next is, let's do the oil cooler lines. Fan. All the fan stuff there. So this is the earlier style English stuff, if you could. They're really good fitting. Anyway, we're already off the radiator here. This is the oil cooler there. You guys have already seen the coolant system itself. We have a sensor that we didn't want to change anything like that. So we just got the power wire off, got the ground off, it's ready to come out.
All right, yeehaw. All right, check it out. So the radiator's out. This is the front of the truck. And the awesome thing is, I don't know if you can see that bolt right there, and a bolt right up there. 2 bolts per side, and that whole front end comes out. Then that engine will slide out of here just as slick as greased owl snot.
Your grill slash core support-ish, maybe?
Like a good solution for this, doesn't it?
WD in the morning. Now they got a big, huge gaping hole. Let's keep it simple. Let's go ahead and start with the electronics first. Get all the electronics off, and then we'll go from there. Fuel system, blah blah blah. Okay, guys. So I went ahead and got the alternator out. Let's go ahead and fish this wire out here. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take the power steering pump off the motor. That way we can deal with that at some other point in time. Once the motor's out, we'll get some more room. And the power steering pump fell. I think I have all the wiring off. Maybe not. there's just one big power that comes to burn the glow plugs. So I'll take that off, and then theoretically the wiring should be done. So now we have the fuel system off. We need to undo our heater cord lines. And then we're going to start doing motor mounts. They've been on there for a while. I don't want to cut these lines because I just don't want to cut them. So here's the coolant system. We have the exhaust already apart down here. It's almost ready. We got all the accoutrements off the engine. Motor mounts are done. Both drive lines are done. Transmission crossmember is ready to come out. We also had to take the girdle out because we're going to try to shoot for taking this thing out all as one shot. That's what we're going to try anyway. The last part of the puzzle. Now this is actually a pretty neat setup. I think what we can do is probably just undo that and then take these 4 10mm out, and then the shifters are out. So let's go ahead and try to get that shifter loose, and the shifter is ×2, and I don't know, maybe it'll come out. First off, hey, that one fits. All right. We might end up taking more out, actually. We'll get this shifter mast off and we'll see what it looks like from there. Fortunately, I don't think that's gonna help us much. Let's go ahead and pop the old booty back on.
Hey, we are just minutes away from pulling this thing out of there. Tommy's done a great job tearing everything apart downstairs. And as you can see, the whole front end of the truck is apart. And we are ready to drop some motor mounts out and see what happens. So, wish us luck. So we are hooking up a chain, and we're gonna hope like crazy that we have it positioned properly so that it has the right balance. If you don't have quite the right balance, it can be a real booger. Trying to get everything positioned properly, not have it flip out and hit you right in the dang head. This is a monumental time, because once this is out, with a little bit of cleanup, we are going to be able to start messing with the LS on this girl. Go up with it a little bit just to get some tension on it. It's puking fluid all over. I don't even know why. Oh, because Tommy was jacking up the transmission, and now he's making a mess. Luckily, coolant, you know, it dries up so easily. Oh wait, no, it doesn't. Tommy!
Right.
Alright, so what do we got left down there to do before we're ready to go? You have the clutch?
Yeah, all that's done.
That's all out?
Yeah.
This truck originally came with a manual transmission, 5-speed I think it is, but we're going automatic transmission, 700 R4, so it's a 4-speed automatic. Alright, so right now this engine is being supported, the engine transmission is being supported in 2 locations. We do have some tension on here, but at the back of the transmission we have a floor jack on it so it doesn't come falling down. We can get all the mounts off. That being said, we're going to let the floor jack down to see if we have our weighting properly. And I hope we do, because there's not much more I can do. I might be able to get an extra couple of inches, but it's not going to change things significantly. So we're hoping that it's done pretty well, and as long as we have our balance right, we're gonna. And this one's sort of gonna be weird because normally you would jack the engine up and pull the cherry picker back, but we're gonna try jacking the engine up and rolling the car back. And lots of people have done it. It's nothing new, but
well, we like to be able to control stuff here, you know.
Yeah, we're very control
freaks.
Yeah, jerks. Anyway, so we're gonna let it jack down and see what happens with this engine. Which is not that important. You see that? Some dunce put the cables right through the middle of the chain. That would have been fun. Hey, I would have figured it out as we were suspended in the air and we're going, oh, hold on, wait!
Oopsie.
It's too late. I already got a full shot. It looks like it's not going to be as good as we had hoped for. But we actually do want it to drop down a little bit in the back so that we can get the shifter out, because there's no taking the shifter out easily from where we are. But what I'm going to try and do is get these mounts off. That's 1. That's 2. Tommy just pushing things around. He's always been a pushy son of a gun.
So we run with it.
All right, you heard the man. We're running. So Tommy's gonna get underneath. He's gonna try and pry down on it and see if we can get this thing to slide forward. If we can just get the shifter out from the shifter location, we'll be able to drop it down, pull it forward. We'll be good. How low can you go? Oh, put this up here. You gonna make it?
Oh, look at that. It's like a little basket.
Right.
Right. That's probably the shifter clearance.
Problem is we're coming up against the steering box.
Oh.
We're like against it right now. Well, if we had this stupid power steering pump out of here, we could slide it this way, but with this power steering pump here, it is not happening. You want to try and go up and see if it does it?
Yeah, let's see what it does.
What are we hanging on? Yes, sir.
Just a really quick question. I'm just brainstorming, thinking about stuff. I'm always thinking of a proposition. You just never know what they like when we do, right?
Right.
So, what are your plans for the type of work that you're about to dive into full time? What are your plans for this summer when it gets hot?
We're gonna retire.
Retire?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Tommy's like 39 years old. I'm 59 years old. We both need to retire. We're just going to go on government assistance. I'm not sure, but hey, can I call you back? We're in the middle of trying to pull an engine out of a car.
Well, call me back, 'cause I think I may have something for you doing, Tommy. I'm serious.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
I think I got it loose now, didn't it? I think she's loose now. Want to try and move it forward? Well, the car back. Go check back there and see, is the shifter out? It should be out.
No, it's back in it.
Because we're going to have to go about 2 inches up here in a minute because of that stupid slave cylinder. So we're dangling free here. You need this to go down?
No, I can't.
You want to take that center console panel out? I have a crowbar. Go further. Yeah. Woo! Alright, hopefully this won't fly off this time. Alright, should have taken 10 minutes. Took an hour and 10 minutes. We got it out. Alright. There's the hole we have to drop an LS into. Looks like fun.
Hi guys. So now that the nerve-wracking stuff is over with, we're gonna go ahead and take the air can mount off. It might be able to go back in there. We don't know yet. The power steering lines on this thing are actually kind of cool. There's steel lines that come. There's a reservoir up here, and that feeds the system, right? And then they come across here and right here. Me personally, I'd like to see if we can actually use this setup. I'll tell you what, that is a weird position.
Alrighty, day one down on the Land Rover, and we've made huge progress on it. Tommy got the entire engine all pulled out. We have our mock-up block up against the rebuilt transmission. We bought actually this time mounts from a company that specifically does LS swaps on these vehicles, and that's just to make our life easy because I'm a lazy son of a gun. Tommy's not. Anyway, tomorrow we are going to cut some old mounts off the frame, get some things cleaned up. We're going to power wash it. We're going to get our motor mounts or frame mounts tacked in. We're going to do a test fit again just to see where everything lines up. And as long as everything's cool, we'll pull it all back out, weld that thing up solid. We'll get it scrubbed down and get it painted. We'll start an assembly. All right, well, we're going to call it quits for the weekend. Get some of the nice little Easter things taken care of. Tommy's going to get up to the house and have some family activities. We're going to do ours with our family too. So happy Easter to you guys. Thanks for coming by and checking out what we do. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up with that like. Make a comment. Share the link. And as always, thanks for watching.